Branding expert warns that Zegler comments could impact the film's reception. She has been accused of gaslighting and dubbed a fake feminist. Disney faces challenges of managing Snow White's portrayal and controlling actors' statements to prevent negative effects on ticket sales.
Girl, fix your edges and pop that kettle, because the tea whistling out of Burbank could fog Cinderella's castle from here to Orlando. Picture this. Joe Rogan barking, Disney's cooked its own goose, while Bill Maher whines and whispers, Snow White? Child, that apple fell off the tree and rolled into traffic. Two men who can't share a lunch order suddenly harmonize like barbershop brothers. That's the day the magic dies. But the gag isn't their roast. It's the chain reaction that started weeks earlier with one bright-eyed starlet, a hot mic, and the studio convinced the world needed an extreme princess makeover. Disney has tanked before John Carter, Tomorrowland, a sequel, or three nobody names at parties, but nostalgia is the mouse's titanium spine. Scratch it and you set off every smoke alarm in the kingdom. Within 48 hours of Rachel Zegler's first spicy soundbite, customer service lines gridlocked, annual passholder groups morphed into crisis clubs, and shareholders stared at CEO Bob Iger like TSA catching a shampoo jug at LAX. Living rooms lit the fuse. Little girls in Snow White pajamas tugged sleeves asking, Mommy, why's the princess angry? Collectors clutched lithographs like family deeds. Disney isn't just a studio, it's a memory mint, and memories crack when handled like cheap props. That hiss you hear? The first crack creeping across the castle wall. Flashback to a smug Monday in Burbank. A conference room shinier than the Genius Bar pulses with touchscreens and kombucha taps. Fresh sneakers worth a month's rent squeak across marble while executives high-five slides titled Timeless IP plus Next-Gen Values equals Infinite Upside. The goal? Exhume a 1937 treasure, drench it in empowerment, and merch it until Main Street sparkles platinum. Enter 21-year-old Rachel Zegler, still glowing from West Side Story. Audition reels show pipes that could wake Sleeping Beauty, and a confidence that screams Gen Z zeitgeist. Headlines trumpet historic. Hashtags catapult to Mars. Accountants smell coins like toddlers smell cookies. Writers scribble manifestos, healthy boundaries, self-affirmation, zero damsels. Costume designers trade puff sleeves for power blazers. HR boasts of a sensitivity spreadsheet. No unsolicited kisses, no unpaid woodland labor. A junior animator worries. Maybe we keep the woodland dance? The idea evaporates faster than a Dole Whip at noon. Then an exec pitches vegan poisoned apple smoothies for the parks. Another teases AR magic bands that beam motivational Snow White holograms. Momentum roars so loud, nobody hears the rumble of uneasy fans outside the castle gates. Because nobody asked the question that mattered, will parents and grandparents, the folks cutting checks, feel invited or insulted? Cameras roll, tea leaves swirl, and one microphone waits for Rachel like a poisoned spindle. Trailer day drops crisp as fresh waffles. For a minute the internet swoons over sparkling dwarfless vistas, then Rachel hits the junket. Interview 1. She calls the original creepy and dusty. Interview 2. Prince Charming is a tights-wearing lurker. Interview 3. The dwarfs? Problematic workforce optics. Confidence is gorgeous. Flamethrowers in dollhouses, not so much. Hashtags balloon. Hashtag not my Snow White. Hashtag castle catastrophe. Hashtag fairy fail. Sentiment dashboards nosedive. 18% drop in purchase intent among parents with kids under 12 in 72 hours. Legacy outlets pounce. Variety Coins brand risk meets rogue optimism. The New York Times Sunday section asks whether modernizing fairy tales has jumped the shark and eaten the lifeguard. Influencers who usually review mascara produce 20-minute nostalgia dissertations. TikTok stitches explode. Disney's paid ads chase viewers across socials, but click-through rates shiver like leaves. Rachel, unfazed, goes live on Instagram. My little cousins have better role models now. Screenshot, crop, repost, outrage repeat. Grandma still clutching her VHS copy hears that and feels slapped by a stranger in her own living room. The fire alarm's blaring, and Bob Iger walks in with a bucket of gasoline. Investors dial in for quarterly earnings expecting sparkle. Instead, Iger beams and drops, we reimagine the script to align with Rachel's contemporary vision. Wall Street gasps like a broken whistle. Slack channels erupt. A seamstress tweets, 6 months of hand-stitched destiny heading to clearance, and racks up 200K likes. PR parachutes in with talking points thicker than Cho-O batter. Pivot to evolving storytelling, avoid erasing tradition, and smile on every syllable. Reporters corner Iger outside a Beverly Hills benefit. He delivers a 10-second snack about fresh voices, then vanishes behind velvet ropes. Inside HQ, the caffeine is fear-flavored. Midnight Zooms reek of burnt espresso. 1BP yells, "We're betting Cinderella's castle on TikTok opinions." Finance nixes any release delay. $200 million in marketing already incinerated. Legal drafts Project Glass Slipper, contingency reshoots, streaming pivot dates. Designers wonder if their gold leaf sets will ever grace a magazine spread. And while the crisis team hunts a fire extinguisher, 2 late-night jokers fetch bellows. Joe Rogan loads his mic. Disney's running a brand-torching circus. Now even the dwarfs need HR. Millions laugh, clip, and repost. Bill Maher follows, calling the remake a self-own in sequence, Snow White teaching a grad seminar nobody asked for. Conservative radio gloats, progressive panels squint. Sports talk squeezes jokes between draft picks. Meme artists go feral, Mickey waving go woke Geo broke banners, Snow White rocking a girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep hoodie, dopey flashing an HR compliance manual. Brand awareness shoots to orbit, spend willingness belly flops into the moat. Reddit's r/Wall Street Bets live streams the stock slide, posting Mickey pawning churros to cover margin calls. Finance YouTubers host marathons titled, "Can Nostalgia Go Bankrupt?" and rake in super chats. Luxury sponsors quietly downsize premiere branding. Disney blasts new glam shots of Gal Gadot as the evil queen, hoping royalty beats rebellion. Twitter replies, "Why the villain look better than the hero?" Investors refresh phones like Tinder addicts. Friday's box office forecast looks icier than Elsa's exhale. Thursday previews whisper doom. Friday screams it. Auditoriums echo like forgotten caverns. Domestic gross skids 50 million below even pessimistic estimates. International audiences ghost harder than an ex still owing brunch. By breakfast hashtag box office poison tops trends. Disney's Hail Mary. Rachel guest spots on The View. 5 minutes in she swerves into global politics. The segment derails, producers smash the commercial button, and rumor says she exits via a loading dock. Viral edits hit YouTube before noon, scoring 1 million views an hour. Cinema score hands down a wobbly B. For a family tentpole, that's a siren. Parents exiting matinees murmur preachy, strangely joyless. Plush doll pre-orders freeze. Kids choose the classic doll. One multiplex in Des Moines cancels matinees after selling 3 seats. Sunday polling brings no mercy. An Oklahoma theater's lobby poll overflows the thumbs down bucket. Influencer moms post side-by-side costume comps, classic versus blazer remix, 82% pick puff sleeves. Disney's TikTok hashtag Modern Princess Challenge collapses after parody clips of pets in dwarf hats refusing to mine go viral. Estimators slice lifetime grows from family anchor to bleeding edge experiment. Streaming chiefs plead to upload early, theatrical loyalists sob, pulling a tattoo's failure across every marquee. And still, the ripple widens. Departments lock arms in a blame brawl. Marketing accuses creatives of ignoring focus groups. Creatives curse marketing's tone-deaf trailers. Finance cradles hemorrhaging spreadsheets. Gal Gadot, silent through the storm, unfollows the movie's account and Twitter notices. Disneyland Paris mothballs its Snow White float, pending brand review. Cupcake suppliers trash 20,000 theme toppers. Shareholder lawsuits stack like Funko Pops, alleging executives downplayed creative misalignment risk. Culture war pundits milk nightly segments. Academic blogs churn 3K essays titled Post-Nostalgic Capitalism. Brazilian serial partners halt Snow White tie-ins. Canadian bookstores yank display towers. Disney Cruise scrubs its fairest of all-deck party for a generic royal evening. At a licensing expo in Frankfurt, a toy buyer tells Disney reps, "We'll take Grogu. Leave the Princess Grenade." ESPN anchors, yes, same Disney family, joke on air that Snow White's box score needs a mercy rule. Employee morale survey plunges double digits. Veteran Imagineers whisper about Euro Disney's dark years. Board chatter shifts from Bob's vision to Bob's replacement. There's a room above Main Street rumored to hold Walt's original desk. If those walnut drawers could talk, they'd spit 12 charred commandments from this fiasco, engraved by millions of angry parents, thousands of panicked investors, and one actress who learned the hard way that every mic is hot. First, nostalgia is grandma's crystal vase. Polish it, don't slap stickers on it. Families come for comfort, not revision lectures. Second, letting a rookie rewrite royalty is like handing the steering wheel of Space Mountain to a toddler mid-turn, thrilling until the lights flip on and everyone's hair is on fire. Third, transparency tastes sweet to PR teams, but sours fast when the public hears the studio bowed to a 20-something's vision after 80 years of magic. Fourth, perception outruns intention. You can shout bold feminism till fireworks burst, but if parents hear you were wrong to love this, they'll fold arms and wallets. Fifth, the internet screenshot engine never stalls. Clip culture will immortalize a stray sentence longer than the set decorator's gilded mirror lasts in storage. 6. Small test screenings cost pizza money. Ignoring them costs payroll. Had Disney invited 50 lifelong fans, the red flags would have flapped before a single puff sleeve got burned. 7th. Silhouettes are sacred hieroglyphs. Change the hemline, elevate the fabric, but keep the outline children can spot from a mile off. 8th. Context beats data. A 90% approval in a curated survey dissolves when 50 million moms raise a collective eyebrow. 9th. Never belittle childhood. Tweaks fly, insults boomerang. 10th. Unscripted talent is a loaded confetti cannon. Point it wisely or pick glitter out of the carpet for years. 11th. Empire cross-contagion is real. One brand stumble makes cousin divisions wobble like jelly. 12th. Once innocence feels marketed, nobody buys the plushie. Scroll those onto a parchment, hang it next to Walt's desk, and pray the next creative summit reads the plaque. And there you have it, sugar. How a talkative princess, 2 comedy titans, and a CEO juggling dynamite reduced Disney's crown jewel to a glitter bomb on the global timeline. Fairy tales don't crumble overnight. They corrode grain by grain when overconfidence chips at their enamel. Disney will rise again. Money and magic usually do. But every green light going forward will hear Rachel Zegler's soundbite echo like a ghost light in the screening room. What's next? Insiders mutter about back-to-basics animations, faithful remasters, maybe even an apology docuseries. Skeptics expect another pendulum swing, because corporations like princes seldom learn the lesson the first time. Either path, this fiasco rides shotgun, reminding every suit that the bridge between progress and provocation is thinner than Tinkerbell's patience. Because at day's end, fairy tales survive by reminding us who we were, not lecturing us on who we must become. Memories may fade, but screenshots last forever, and so does the sting of a kingdom that forgot its own happily ever after. Thanks for rockin' with the Gossip Wire. If this tea hit just right, smash that like, slap subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another celebrity saga served extra crispy. Until next time, stay messy, stay curious, and remember, protect the magic, or the magic will protect itself by ghosting your box office faster than you can say, mirror, mirror.